Second of 3 games here on Wild Card Sunday, as it'll be the Seattle Seahawks taking on the Chicago Bears. The second of 3 games here on this Sunday. We continue with Super Wild Card Weekend here on EA Sports. And not much happening on the return as they get this to about the 23. They'll start this drive out on the ground. Takes it to the 26, just a 1-yard gain. From the 25, here's a 2nd and 8.
On the pickup. It's 2nd and 8.
Pass complete to Lovely. And he's brought down, getting this one up to about the 35. He had over 100 catches in the regular season, and now he's got his first catch of this wild card game. That's probably as simple of a throw as he'll have all game.
And good for everyone. Good for his completion percentage. Good for the receptions for the receivers. But you know how they work on that. They have footballs with no laces. So that as soon as you get the snap, you're just throwing the football. All right? You're not trying to find the laces and grip it a certain way. That takes time. Just get the ball and throw it. So that's how they practice it all the time now, too.
And as a defensive end, getting off the ball quickly, swarming to the football, making a tackle, that's what we saw right there.
Yeah, that's what their job is. And really, a lot of the time, they have to throttle back a little bit in the run game because you know those defensive ends, they're like in a sprinter stance. They're just headed straight for the quarterback. That was good recognition on that play to hold them to no gain. As usual, the hallmark of a good run defense, linebackers making plays near the line of scrimmage. Absolutely nowhere to run there.
Looking to throw is Williams. And it's going to be incomplete. He was able to catch it there on the right sideline, but out of bounds, says the line judge. And it's going to bring up 4th down.
1 first down here, and that's all, folks. Good work by this defense to hold things in check and force a punting situation.
He gets us away. It's a good one, drawing toward the sidelines. And this punt sails over the sideline, and the spot, it looks to be right at the 25-yard line. Looking to put a drive together. On the ground, it's the rookie out of Florida. And he is met in his tracks behind the line of scrimmage. 2 yards the loss, 2nd and 12.
An interesting and intriguing decision there defensively because they kept extra DBs on the field despite seeing the multiple tight end look that came out for the offense.
I thought they were going to switch out of it. I didn't know if they felt they didn't have time or what the case was.
Well, in any event, the extra speed allowed for great penetration as they stuffed that one behind the line of scrimmage.
Now, throw on the run, but that's going to be incomplete.
Appeared to me he was just trying to find an open receiver and got forced out to his right. Had to come off of a guy downfield, try and hit his back. Unable to connect. Should have been an easier throw moving to his right, though.
Yeah, much easier, obviously, for a right-handed quarterback. If he was going to his left, a little bit tougher.
Exactly.
Backfield empty here. It's 3rd and long. To the air with McCarthy. And a quick throw here, that's complete. And past the 40 before he's out of bounds. They get 17 on that one, move the chains, 1st down Seahawks.
It's a gain of 17 yards. 1st down, Seattle.
That was dangerous.
Looking to throw McCarthy. They're firing quickly here, and that's complete. They'll give him 4 yards there, and it'll be 2nd down. I think defensively you're okay with that. Here in the first quarter, he's going to get some catches, but they rallied to him quickly.
And that's what you count on, and I like what you just said. First quarter, can you do it all game long? They catch it, you tackle them, they go down on the spot. Because when you're able to do that and you don't give up big chunks of yardage after the catch, now you put the offense in a position where every series they have to work hard to pick up first downs, and you tend to stall them out when you do that.
So into Bear territory now. This is 1st and 10 at the 48-yard line.
1st down, Seahawks.
Working out of the gun is McCarthy. Now he's going to step up and run. And he'll be hit as he releases it, and that'll fall incomplete. 2nd and 10, a very chilly day here, but no snow. And I got to say, if it's going to be this cold, I want snow. You should see Charles' face. He's looking at me like I'm crazy. He'll end up getting 5 out of that, but now they're looking at 3rd down.
That's an early scramble can be viewed positively by either side. From the offensive point of view, it begins to establish it as a possibility to keep it on certain plays. And defensively, they avoided giving up a huge play in one of their first tests in containing a quarterback on the run.
McCarthy operating from the gun. And this pass broken up. And the contact well timed there. And now 4th down.
That sure looked like a nice call by the defense, and they're very cohesive in their coverage. As soon as he cut inside, they broke on the football and met him as the ball got there and forced the incompletion.
And no move to get the offense off the field. They're going on 4th and 5. Going for it. Here's McCarthy. He rifles one, and that's going to be intercepted. 20, 5, and they will score. Pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. Now they'll line up to kick the extra point. And he's got it to make it 7-0 in favor of the Bears. So they throw the pick 6. They'll get another shot at it now as this one's in the air. And they'll let that one go as it skips through the back of the end zone for a touchback.
At their own 35-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. Now remember, they were just out here a moment ago through the pick 6, so we'll see if they can take better care of the football this go around.
Yeah, and sometimes, partner, I think it's almost better that you just throw the pick 6 and you come right back out on the field. You're not over on the sidelines dwelling for it for very long. You're not hearing everyone say, oh, hey, you'll get them next time. Hey, don't worry about it. All that stuff just goes right out the window. You're right back out on the field with a chance to atone.
They'll come up now 3rd and 9. Now McCarthy. Able to find the open man. That's complete. And he is going to have a Seahawks first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
That's good for a Seahawks first down. It's a gain of 17 yards. And the Seahawks first down.
McCarthy, he'll set to throw it. He's going to flip that out to the flat. It's complete. The result, only 4 yards there on the play. And it's 2nd down. We've seen quite a bit of the short passing game here early on first quarter, haven't we?
We have, and I think it works a couple of ways for this team because, number one, you throw the short game until they stop it. And if they're not going to stop it, you keep throwing it, and occasionally you'll break a tackle and turn into a bigger gain. Also, if they start to creep up, start to pressure receivers, now you go over the top, take it deep, and now you get some of those big shots downfield.
After 7-0 on EA Sports. Second and 6. Throwing again, McCarthy. It's a short one here, complete to his tight end. The Seahawks on 3rd down. They've been okay, 2 for 3 thus far. They're up against a 3rd and 1 situation. Here's McCarthy. He's going to let this go. Back of the end zone. End zone caught. Touchdown, Seattle. Torrey Horton, 38 yards. And the Seahawks are an extra point away from evening this one up. Point after, right down the middle. And we are tied at 7. So all even at 7 now as they kick it away.
The Bears take over first and 10 at their own 35-yard line.
The Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. Defense got the better of them last series, forcing a punt. See if they make a few changes in the game plan here and try to get points out of this drive. First and 10. Officially no gain on the play, and it's second down.
At the 35-yard line.
And they'll give him another shot here on the ground. And he'll get this one up to about the 39 here. Here's 3rd and 6.
Brings up third
to the air, Williams. Hard throw, incomplete.
Intended for his wideout.
Here comes the Bears punter now, as he'll punt it away for the second time. And he'll get this away into the icy winter air. And this is going to work out well as it's out of bounds near the 13-yard line.
At their own 13-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. This drive here beginning probably with a pair of motivated groups. Remember, the offense scored a touchdown on their last time out, looking to repeat that in Charles' defense. They were very frustrated after giving up 6 the last time on the field.
And frankly, it's just a battle of wills in a lot of ways because you know they're both motivated, they both game plan for this drive, and they both have specific outcomes in mind. To me, it just comes down to who can execute better and which side can step up and assert its will over the other.
It'll be a gain of 9, and it'll make it a second down. Throwing is McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Shamar Turner forced his way through, drops him for a loss of 10 yards.
Well, many times when you talk about mobile quarterbacks, you get the sense that they feel like they can get out of any bad situation. They keep moving around and trying to emulate guys like the Scrambler or the Dodger. Instead, they keep losing yards.
Under pressure again, and down he goes again. It'll be a sack and a loss of 3, but more importantly, it brings up 4th down. And here's Dixon to punt now as he gets this one away. That's taken on the 25. Well, he's going to be out of bounds, but not before he takes it inside the 40. Oh, he nearly broke that one. As it stands, though, a heck of a 36-yard run back. And it'll be a short field for the Bears as they take over 1st and 10. He's able to push his way forward somehow for a gain of about 2 yards. Second down now. Ball on the 36 now. Here's second down and 7. And they'll keep leaning on the running game. Back to the ground. A 1-yard gain there following the 3-yard pickup on 1st down.
Typically, we think it's the strong safeties that are better tacklers, especially closer to the line of scrimmage amidst traffic. But in this case, how about the free safety coming up and making the big-time play?
Williams from the gun on 3rd down. Oh, this will be incomplete. The rush gets home just as he was letting that go. That could have been worse. Instead, it's 4th down. Now we've got a field goal coming up here for Chicago. On the right hash, officially, this will be a 51-yard attempt. And this one looks good. It is good. Right down the pipe. And they take the lead here now at 10-7. So they're able to end that drive with 3 points in this one-possession ball game.
And ideally, you want to end every drive with points. Most quarterbacks would tell you, let's end it with a kick, right? A PAT, that's number 1. Field goal you'll take,
Punts, you really don't want to do that. In this case, they'll take the field goal and get prepared for the rest of the game.
A lane opens here. He's past the 30. And they'll have very good starting field position as he's out just shy of the 40. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. As we eke closer and closer to intermission, Charles, remember last time out they punted. They would love to get points here, especially if this is going to be their final possession of the first half.
Yeah, and this is what close games feel like because the pressure is on both sides, but sometimes the pressure is a little bit higher on the team with the slight edge because they're trying to hold on to that, trying to increase it. Let's see how this one continues.
Up the middle they go. Monroe. And he stopped after a gain of 1. Not enough. Still a yard to go on third down. 1:58 left to play till we hit halftime. Heavy set out there on 3rd and 1. They stay on the ground this time. It's Williams. And Williams is going to be stopped short of the yellow line. He did not get there. No gain on the play there. A nice job defensively. And it likely forces a punt situation on 4th. They'll indeed go. Here's McCarthy. Oh, and his early struggles continue. Here's another one intercepted. And they will score a pick 6 for a Bears touchdown. No going for 2. They'll kick the point after. Extra point right down the middle. And his guys will take a 10-point lead. So they'll get another shot on offense following that pick 6. And now the kick is away. And he's up past the 20 to the 22-yard line.
At their own 22-yard line.
Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And Charles, we'll see what they can do here. Not a ton of time left, but enough certainly to get points out of this drive, and they need them right now because they're trailing.
Yeah, this is exactly why you practice a 2-minute drill all through camp and at least one practice each week before a game. A minute left, more than enough time to string a few completions together, reach the end zone, and then make that walk back to the locker room just a little more animated.
On first down, he'll drop to throw. Got a man, and he hits him in stride. And able to get this one across the 45 before he's brought down. 11 yards there and a first down for Seattle. Operating from the gun, McCarthy. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he can't find anywhere to go with it, and he goes down. They'll wind up losing 3 there on the sack. Good pressure, and it's second down. From the shotgun, McCarthy. And for the 3rd time here in this half, it's intercepted. Now inside the 25. An unfortunate sequence there, trying to get points before intermission, but now the interception, and their opponents have a chance to possibly pad their lead.
Yeah, they had an opportunity there, and they weren't able to capitalize on it, and that's something that could come back and haunt them later. They're begging their defense now to keep them from scoring before the half ends.
And that one drops down, incomplete. Good coverage there, forced the ball free, and it's second down. Ready. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. A touchdown run there from a yard out. And the Bears will extend their lead in the final minute of the half.
They have really had their way so far in the first half, but they wanted to continue to build on their lead. They know that no lead is safe in this league, so they decided to try their best to get one more as they headed into the half, and they got it done.
Extra point splits the uprights, and that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. And he is out of bounds as they'll start up past the 30.
At their own 31-yard line.
Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. And with time quickly fading here in the second quarter, not sure how aggressively, offensively they want to play this.
I think we'll find out just how much they trust their guys in this situation if they decide to take a shot.
Now the Seahawks going to use the first of their timeouts as they'll stop it with 13 seconds to play in half number 1. They'll look to throw now on first down. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. Oh, that is incomplete.
Zone coverage there, and they were playing deep. That makes it obviously a little bit harder to run by guys. And that time, there's not much of a window to get the ball in there, and it winds up incomplete.
And 2nd and 10, he'll look to throw again. Quick hitter here, it's complete. And we're going to get timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. They spot it on the midfield stripe, so it is a 60-yard attempt here. And that's off the right upright, and it bounces away no good. First half in the books. You're watching the NFL on EA Sports. One of these two teams about to play their final half of the season as we're back at it in this NFC wildcard bout. And he's going to be stopped cold. Good coverage there by the kick team to bring that return to an abrupt halt. Coming to the line here to begin their next drive, the Seahawks offense. And you have to think, Charles, down 3 scores already. They need to play an almost perfect second half to have a solid chance.
And that absolutely starts with finding some way to put together a touchdown drive here. They need to be smart, fast, efficient, get the ball to the end zone, and do it again multiple times in order to have a chance to win this game.
This will be taken in by Michael Pittman. And he slips up past the 45 before being tackled.
And the Seahawks first down. 1st and 10 at the 47-yard line.
They'll look to throw here on first down. And he's got his man on the out route. And he'll be brought down right on the 50. A gain of 3. Here's 2nd and 7.
2nd and 7 at the 50-yard line.
From the midfield stripe, they'll look to throw. Throwing right, and that's complete. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears 39. McCarthy going to throw again. On the RPO, he'll keep it himself. And he's left with no option here but to throw it away.
I'm sure it was a tough halftime trying to figure out some strategy to get things going. Trailing by a lot when they went into the locker room. He's just trying every avenue to spark his team here to begin the third quarter. Not a lot going on that play, though.
Pressure, and he's taken down. A Bears sack. It'll go in the books as a 7-yard loss on the sack, and it's third down. Now they'll throw here out of the gun. That is caught. And he's going to have another first down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 17-yard line.
That's another Seahawks first down.
Flag comes in. This might be a free play. And he takes it into the end zone across the chalk. Now there is a flag down, but I think that's offsides on the defense.
Yeah, I think that's going to stand, partner.
No going for two. They'll kick the point after. Point after, right down the middle. And the lead down to 10, 24-14. The kick unit for the Seahawks out there on the field, and we are ready to rock. And they will wrangle it down a couple yards shy of the 30.
At their own 28-yard line.
Looking to put a drive together. They'll start on the ground here on first down. Now he's loose at the 40. Inside the 20. Touchdown, Chicago. A great play there. His second touchdown of the afternoon. And the Bears are able to strike quickly to add on to their lead. Extra point right down the middle. And that'll make this a 3-score game now. The lead moves to 17. Now a crease here as he's past the 30. A solid return, pretty good field position. They'll start at the 32. Here's the Seattle offense ready to get this drive underway. I kind of feel like they've reached a do-or-die point in this game, Charles. If they're going to try to pull off an impressive comeback, it has to start right here, right now.
Yeah, now they've got a final chance to get out of this situation, but they also understand they've got to move the ball and move it fast. In addition, they need to save as much time so they can get 2 more possessions.
And down he goes at the 45 after a pickup of 9.
10 yards on the pickup. It's second and inches at the 45-yard line.
Operating from the gun, McCarthy. Now a run here off the RPO. He'll keep it. And he's taken down inside the 30.
Gain of 17 yards. That's good for the Seahawks. First down. First and 10 at the 29.
They'll stick with the passing game as he looks to throw. He's going to leave this for his running back. It's complete. And he'll be out of bounds just inside the 25-yard line. Second and 5.
Brings up second and 5.
Back to throw again. Now he'll tuck this and run. Nothing open downfield, so he'll throw it away.
Well, defensively, they haven't let him just sit in the pocket and get comfortable. And that's opposite a lot of game plans in today's NFL. Ordinarily, you're trying to keep the quarterback hemmed in. In this case, they brought the heat, and if he flushes out, they're fine with that, and they force another incompletion.
Third down from the gun, McCarthy. And he won't get close. Only a yard, 4th and 3.
As a defense, you're more balanced when you're in zone coverage because you're able to keep your eyes on the quarterback and see the play develop in front of you. You're able to keep the quick pass in front of them and stop it right at the line of scrimmage.
So out now is the Seattle field goal team. It's a 39-yard attempt right hash. And his kick is good. And that will close the gap down to 14. So the response to that touchdown on the other side to begin the third quarter. Look, just 3 points, but still a response nonetheless.
You're exactly right about that, because I think you needed to answer back with something, even though it's not 6. Just enough to send a message that says, hey, we're not going away.
35-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. Well, partner, coaches always say that every play is designed to score a touchdown. Sometimes that's not really true, but last drive, that was the case. One play to get into the end zone, and now they'll try to duplicate that success here.
And it's rare for those moments to happen. Incredible when they do. And you saw the celebration. Pure, unbridled joy after that one.
On first down, they'll go to the ground attack. And he can only manage to get a couple. 2nd and 8 coming up.
Yeah, I don't know if it's exactly a win-win, but if you're on offense, you'll take that kind of a run, all right? It was kind of stacked up, found a little bit of yardage, and frankly, they're pretty close to staying on schedule on offense. The playbook is still open for the coordinator.
And this winds up a gain of 4 to the 41. So 3rd and 2, this quite possibly 4-down territory, though, if they're stopped. That's caught. The tight end Loveland with it. And he will have the Bears first down. It won't be by much. He needed 3, and he got 3, barely. But the mark shows first down.
1st and 10 at the 37-yard line.
Now a first carry here for Robinson. And he'll get it inside the 35.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
And that'll wind up moving the chains again as the tackle's going to be made at the Seahawks 19.
Bears, first down. 1st and 10.
1 quarter remains in this NFC wild card matchup. We'll return with more after this. This is the NFL, and it's on EA Sports. So here's a 1st and 10 now, down inside the 20. Trying to run inside, but nothing there. Officially, it's a 1-yard loss. That's going to bring up 2nd and 11.
A loss of a yard brings up 2nd and 11 at the 20-yard line.
Robinson with another carry. And the result here the same as the last play. Another tackle behind the line of scrimmage by the Seahawk defense. 2 yards the loss, and now 3rd and 12. Run blitz there defensively, something we might see more of here in the 4th quarter.
I think we'll see a lot of it, and the difference between that and a pass blitz, you're just trying to get to the quarterback. You're trying to scheme someone open who will get to the QB and make sure he gets on the ground. In a run blitz, you're actually trying to cover up gaps, trying to cover up holes so they can't run the football.
And so close, he gets it to the 1. Out of bounds right there. A good chance now to put this game on ice. This is 1st and goal.
And goal to go.
Robinson is into the end zone for a Bears touchdown.
And that right there is a definition of a statement drive. You're in the 4th quarter, trying to get to the finish line, and here they were able to hold the ball for a long time and move it down the field. And how about them finishing it off with the touchdown run? Winning football